No, it kind of bugs me that they did a line break before the actual text reached the end of the box.
Lunch already? Today is slipping by so quickly. That reminds me, I've had these books out from the library all summer. I'll return them now. Ah, this is one of my characters coming up.
There we go, we can listen to Quang have a conversation with herself.
Excellent. Where is everyone? Aside from the receptionist, there's hardly anybody here. Huh? Is someone looking at me? Probably just my imagination. Or
Oh, this is the gag character.
a mourning dove stands in a dark corner, staring in my direction. Mourning doves aren't very common in Japan, but apparently they're everywhere in America. Did you want something from me?
Why do you all get the pretty birds while I get the one that looks like was stuffed the mountain?
You've only had one character.
Lunch taxidermy.
He looked away. Not really. I'm pretty sure it was him who I felt looking at me. There's no one else here. Are you sure? Yes. I don't want anything with you. It's the things you're carrying in that I'm interested in. He glances at the desk as if to say, hurry up and return them already.
You're leading in mic when you speak to character.
What's that?
Are you leaning into the mic when you read this character?
Yes. Yes, I am. Should I not?
No, go ahead. Artistic license and all that.
Oh, sorry. They were a little too dense and I never finished them. Were you waiting for them all summer? He silently returns his gaze to his book. Maybe he's in a bad mood. I forgot about that.
Oh, bugger! Japanese does it the other way around.
I'm ball butter.
We're never gonna say we're butterball, are we? It's always gonna be ball butter.
That's the best part.
Rubbish.
Congratulations, you're one misspelling away from being the ball buster.
Oh.
I'm ball butter. A sophomore. What about you?
You know, for a second there, I really thought she was gonna say ball buster. I don't know why.
You're... Nagaki. Fujishiro. Nagaki. Freshman. Yeah, this isn't the gag character, this is the sad character.
What was the gag character again? He likes stepping on sponge cake or something, right?
Something like that. Fujishiro Nagaki, huh? Mourning doves are pretty rare in Japan. Maybe it's just his voice, but he seems kind of sad. Leave me alone. my voice decided that it wanted to leave a second there. He's reading his book again. Okay, sorry to bother you. I keep meeting depressing people today. This is literally the only one that's depressing. Now that I have that out of the way, I think I'll head back to class. Wait, is it that?
Is it? Can it be? It is! You should have been instructed not to approach me in school. Well, that wasn't very brummy of me. Excuse.
I don't want to be racist, but they look like the same
I
bird
think
to
that
me.
they are.
There's a reason for that. This is you, Matt.
Oh, sweet. See,
Okay,
you get to
finally a
be the
pretty
other one,
bird.
you're just not as fluffy.
Okay, let me pick a voice for this character. Come on, Sakuya. What kind of things is that to say to your own brother? After all these years.
Me brother? You must be joking. You've never once been a brother to me.
Still you.
Please. I know. Please, don't try to talk to me again. I've no time for half-breeds. I'll be going now. Matthias is dead.
I got cut off again.
No.
The world does not like you.
More like the
Yuya
internet
stares at the
connection.
wall.
Hey, wait just a...
Nah, I'm gone. I'm out of there, bitch.
I guess even if we're in the same school, now what's done is done.
I hadn't meant to eavesdrop, but I think I just overheard something juicy. I'll never get the same energy of the juicy that I did the one time when I went really high on it. The ever-popular trendsetter and ladies' man Sakazaki Yuya is Sakuya's brother?
Dun dun dun.
I wonder what the story behind that is.
Their parents shagged.
Yeah, what more do you want?
Hey,
Gah?
you heard the whole thing, right? Are you a friend of Sakuya's?
I'm sorry! I didn't mean to listen on you. What?
No sweat. I tried to stay sexy and suave in front of all you little ladies, but that there wasn't too cool.
No, it wasn't. This fantail pigeon is Sakazaki Yuya, an upperclassman. I've never talked to him before, but he's famous.
What's he wearing those hair clips for? What are they holding in place?
Hair. Or infamous. Throughout the school, everybody knows of him.
Usually I
No,
wear
it's a
hair clips
fashion
to
thing,
keep the
I
hair out
guess.
of my eyes. But he still has hair on his eyes, so... You're butter, right?
How did
That's
you?
butterball to you.
No, that's
I
bull
know
butter.
everybody here. Besides, you're the only human. Okay, that's what I want to know.
Oh,
A
yeah.
single poppy in a field of rye.
Oh yeah, I forgot. School of Birds.
Did you say you were a friend of Sakuya's?
Not exactly. We had a rather ballistic introduction this morning. We're in the same class, that's all. I'd never have thought that stuck-up aristocrat wannabe was your brother.
Aristocrat wannabe.
Well, he's more like a Beatles wannabe, really.
He is an aristocrat, actually. The
The
genuine
Beatles are the only
article
people with this
in the
accent.
flesh.
He is actually an insect. He is?
He's a bit of a pain, so good luck, mon ami. Adieu.
He really
Flap,
is
flap,
a
flap.
noble bird.
Adieu and many gahs to you.
I've never heard anything like that about you, though. Probably a twisty business.
That's all for today. Stay safe, everybody.
Yay! Huh? Sir, where's Ryota?
Aha,
He
there we
said
go.
he was going to the infirmary. Maybe you should go and see if he's there.
Nah.
Now that I think about it, Ryota always did have a weak stomach. See, there's the thing you were talking about. I should go to the infirmary just to make sure he's okay, and also to meet another character. Excuse me? Nobody's here. There's no one sleeping behind the curtains, and the doctor isn't here either.
There's no one sleeping behind the curtains. It's like Goldilocks.
My hunter-gatherer instincts feel no presence. There's nobody here. Ryota? No reply. The infirmary is empty.
Dun dun
Weird! Did
dun!
he go home already? I feel a little nervous poking around the empty room. Now that I think of it, I haven't been in here much before. Unlike Ryota, I'm perfectly healthy. Whoa! They've got all kinds of drugs in here. I'm not going to try to
That
read
means
those.
that my Professor Bird is not
Blah,
far
blah,
behind.
blah, blah. What do these even do? Hey Matt, guess what?
I get to voice another character.
Yes.
Nice. Let's pick a voice. Let's pick a voice. Care to find out?
Doctor.
I'll feed you all sorts of things if you want.
No, thank you.
Somehow I picked a rather perfect voice.
This portrait is Iwamineshu, the school doctor.
And local fatty.
Even better about him looking fat as a bird is he's supposed to be really skinny as a human. Like real lanky. He's rather creepy in person, and has a bad reputation among the student body. Everybody knows that even just talking to him can bring you down with aspergillus, psittacosis, or even worse things. And I never even heard him come in the door. Ninja Doctor?
It's because he flew through the window. You don't look like you have a good reason to be in here. You need something.
I heard Ryota Kawara from 2-3 was supposed to be here.
Him is already gone.
Oh. Why didn't he come find me before going home? Sorry to bother you. I'll be going now.
Yeah, you better.
Finally out of that den of evil. Ryota's already gone home. What do I do now? Oh, I never got around to joining a club last year. Maybe I'll go and take a look at some of my options. I think there are clubs for baseball, soccer, track, kendo, migration, bird watching.
Sounds like a club for teaching how to stalk.
Yeah, it's a club for pervos.
Wasn't there another one? Anyway, I'll start with the track team. I ran in middle school, and it's always funny watching the birds hop around. I think their club room is on the ground floor, off to the side. A white dove is having a tantrum outside. Yes,
It's
The track star better be an
this is
ostrich.
the gag character.
Oh, never mind.
This is no pudding for a man! Oko-san rejects it! It is a lie! A vicious falsification! He's dancing around on a squished pudding. Do either of you want to do the narration for this part? Cause Oko-san is a lot.
Okay.
I already voiced too many characters. Your
I will
time,
read the
Zeke.
line, but I will do my own interpretation of him. He's having a bit of a square off with some pud.
Hey, that's not very nice to the pudding.
Poor kid. That's a pretty bad deformity.
This is Hatamoa's bird. Are you gonna read him? Are you gonna read the narration, I mean?
I think the screen has potentially frozen. It just says this is Oko-san.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Oh, okay, this is Oko-san. Get on with it. He doesn't really look it, but he's supposedly a fantail pigeon. I think.
Or a fantail, apparently.
I read it right. Don't worry about it. Don't go back and check.
I mean, you got it right. It's just a misspelling in the game.
Either way, he's hipper.
Oko-san has suffered a deception most vile. A wretched betrayal. Betrayal? Oko-san instructed that pudding be provided for new members. But this is no pudding. Ousted, scorned, betrayed, dragged into the street and shot by those he trusted most.
It is squished and filthy, but the thing under his feet looks like normal store-bought pudding.
What's wrong with it? Spare the jest, young lady.
Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting I'm doing this narrating stuff. Oko-san uses wing attack. It's super effective because this is Pokemon. We can reference things too. It's cool.
I've seen birds slap things with their wings. They can be pretty vicious.
I saw a girl get a bitch slapped by a pigeon once. No, not a pigeon. A whatchamacallit? Not a swan.
A goose?
No, wait. Is it seagull? That's it. Seagull.
Ah, the
She was just
pigeons
kinda
of the
sitting
sea.
there. She was just kind of sitting there, and then a seagull just came down and perched right next to her, and then it just spread its wings and slapped her in the face.
They'll rue the day they crossed Oko-san. He'll have them flayed, hanged, shot at dawn he will. Oko-san must now train to achieve true pudding. Farewell! And off he goes.
He was riding a motorcycle.
Finally, we're rid of that noise.
He is the motorcycle. Is it back to me for the narration now, or do you want to keep it going?
Yeah.
He's a
Nah,
good-
you do it.
You want to sit back, okay? He's a good runner.
Yeah.
But what does pudding have to do with the track team? And so ended the first day of my second semester at St. Pigeonations.